Welcome to Twist Talks Season 2, where we discuss the Japanese game Twisted Wonderland.
This season, we will be focusing more on gameplay, but still have theories, headcanons, and other random nonsense as always.
For the sake of spoilers within our podcast, we will only be discussing the international release over the Japanese release.
Hi, I'm Tilsa, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name's Kaden, and my pronouns are I don't give a fuck.
My name is Wonder, and I use any pronouns. Hey y'all, this is Wonder. This is a week late, and I'm so sorry. I have no excuse. I've just been procrastinating and forgetting to edit this episode a lot. Yeah. This was even like one of our banked backup episodes that we recorded months ago, so I should have edited it a while ago, but I didn't. And here we are. Now, again, I'm sorry, but you'll be getting this episode this week and then another episode next week to make up for that. Yeah. Okay, hope you enjoy.
Hello. Today, Wonder and I are doing a duo, and we are doing Scarabia Headcanons. Wonder will be doing most of the talking because they're the one that actually has a list for this. I can never find any headcanons.
I mean, I struggle to find some of these because we kind of talked about this in Shock of an L one, which you were not here for.
I was not,
but
no.
like, I have the X reader and reader insert locked on some because I don't like X reader and reader insert stuff.
I was going to say, that's all I could find when I was looking for Heartsebuel and Savannah Claw, was all the X readers.
Mm-hmm. But that knocks out, like, most of the time it's like half. But for Scarabia, it was like 2/3 of all the posts that came up had Scarabia. So I guess there's just not a lot to headcanon about with them. I don't know.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, the more characters you have, the more headcanons you're going to be able to think of, and Scarabia has the least amount of members.
Oh, Ignihide, and I've seen plenty of Ignihide headcanons.
I feel like there's a lot to headcanon when you have a robot.
Alright, so I just have a list. I have, how many do I have? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have more than I thought. I have like 12 here.
Okay.
Although some of them are like longer, so yeah. Okay, so the first one is by Twisted Blunderhand on Tumblr. And you know what? I've found like a bunch of their stuff, so I'm just actually gonna go ahead and follow them because I like a lot of their stuff. But the first one is Kalim has a tally for every time he makes Jamil genuinely smile or laugh.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Don't get used to it.
I know. He would, though, especially after book 4. He'd just be like, I need to count when it's genuine.
Yeah. Alright, so the first bunch are by Twisted Wonderhand. I really like their headcanons, and also they're one of the only ones who writes like these short, I think so. Oh well. So this is Scarabia and how they'd react to if the other asks them, would you still care about me if I was a worm? Kalim's response is, yes, I will put you in a lovely warm habitat with the best plants and soil and give you the best food and talk to you every day. Kawaii face, you will be the best taken care of worm in the universe. You will want for nothing and live your best worm life.
Why do I feel like Jamil's answer is just no?
You're close. It's what the fuck.
I feel like his answer would be like no, or I don't even care for you as a human.
Well, we also have to keep in mind, Jamil hates bugs.
Oh, right! I forgot about that.
Jamil, oh god, the bugs over here. Jamil would absolutely not love anyone if they were a worm.
Worms
and that
are
is not
different than
limited to
bugs,
just coming.
though.
Huh?
Worms are different than bugs, though. Like, I've always been chill with
not
worms.
To me.
But, I mean, fair. But, like,
I'm not chill
bugs,
with worms. I hate worms.
The only time I didn't like worms was when I had to touch them.
Yeah. Alright. So next one is also by Twisted Blunderhand. Again. The Scarabia and Savannah Cloud dorms are actually pretty cool, temp-wise, as long as you stay in the dorm sections. Like, they have gardens and water and streams, and there's a cool breeze that flows through. Of course, the farther you go, the less for people the weather/temp gets, like the desert in Scarabia. Also, on the opposite end, Octagonal is a comfortable temperature in the dorm areas, but it gets very cold if you stray too far from the dorm.
I would live in, like, the fountain.
Yeah, me too.
I wouldn't do well.
I don't. Me neither. In heat. I don't know if we ever talked about it on the podcast, but like the week I moved into my dorm this semester, there was a really bad heat wave.
Oof.
I don't know if it was up here, but like in the city where I go to college. I told you guys about this. I don't remember if we talked about it on the podcast, but so I literally for a week straight slept fully naked, no blankets, with my mattress on the floor.
As you do.
It was so... Anyway.
I feel like at that point I'd go like sleep in my car with the AC or something. Like, I'd go buy 50 lamps. Not lamps, fans.
I mean, you know what city I live in. And yes, I do live
okay,
on
not the car thing, but
campus,
still the...
But
I wouldn't actually go sleep in my car, but I would go buy fans. Why do I keep wanting to say that?
And that was with my fan next to me on the floor, like full temp blast, blowing straight at my face.
Oof.
It was so hot. And even that was like not enough. Anyway, we can move on to the next one. Also, okay, so this next one is... Can you guess who this one is by?
Maybe we just assume all of them are by them until you say otherwise.
I think this is the last one. Yeah. Unless there are more later on. I don't know. Nope. There are more later on. No, there's one more later on. Actually, I'll just jump to that one after this one. But, so this is also by Twisted Blunderhand. Kalim loves horror. He loves the thrill and thinks it can be really funny at times and half joke about wanting to be friends with the entities/enemies. Jamil is actually super freaked out by horror. He gets anxious because of his impulse to protect, but also jump scares get him big time. If there's any horror with bugs involved, forget it. Sometimes Kalim forgets this and invites Jamil to watch a movie he really likes, and Kalim ends up comforting Jamil for the rest of the night while he's curled up under blankets and eating curry/ice cream/comfort food.
Aw. I can see that. I think Jamil would be Kalim would be the person where they'd be watching a horror film and it would... Imagine it being like person gets kidnapped or something and everyone's like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. And he's like, nah, it's not that bad. I've lived through it. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
That poor child.
Mm-hmm. Alright, next one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one is also by Twisted Blunderhand. And I think this is the last one on my list that is by this person. Yes. Okay. This one is Najma and Kalim totally talk shit about Jamil behind his back. Granted, Kalim doesn't realize he's talking shit or even sharing embarrassing stories. He's just really happy to be friends with Najma. And then, so Najma, OMG Kalim, that's such a funny story. Did you know this one time Jamil, Najma, you gossipy bitch! Najma, kawaii face.
Honestly, though.
I love sibling dynamics in Twisted Blunderhand, mainly, you know, like, because I have siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So I love sibling dynamics in general, and Najma and Jamil are so funny. I love them.
They are amazing.
Yes. Okay, next one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Trying to check if I have any other by this person. I don't, so just go ahead. So This one is by Crybaby Writings. I'm going to preface this by saying none of the three of us wear hijab, but I love this so much that I wanted to point it out and mention it. So, Savannah Claw and Scarabia men would stand around you in a circle, backs turned, so that you could fix your hijab without the risk of anyone seeing your hair.
They would.
They would.
I feel like Dsomnia probably would too.
And
at least the 4 in the game.
Sebek.
He would do it because Mally's doing it.
I don't think Sebek would do it.
I mean, fair.
But everyone else, yes, but not Sebek. But I love that so much.
I do like that. That's really nice.
Yeah. Alright, and then the next one. Okay.
Should I be concerned?
I put a note for this one on this one for myself, and then just totally forgot about it. But it's fine. Okay, so this is by Twisted Writing.
I said all right then.
Yeah. This is by Twisted Writing. I'm not going to read her title to this one because, post book 4, Kalim had issues making eye contact with Jamil for weeks, if not months. He'd find excuses why he couldn't look in Jamil's face, playing with his phone or his jewelry, getting distracted by something nearby, or even just reading a book. If it meant that Kalim didn't have to look in the gray eyes of his friend, he would take it. He would never admit it, but the thought of seeing those two eyes was unsettling.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
The fear of being mind controlled again. Huh? What's the note? I said the fear of being mind controlled again.
Yeah.
What was the note?
You want to know the note? This one is very sad, heads up, in all caps. And I missed it, and I forgot about it. I knew one of them was sad, but I forgot which one.
It's fine.
It's fine. I think other than that, the rest of them are back to the fun and happy stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So this next one is by Twisted Wonderland Shenanigans, and it is their general world-building headcanons about the dorm. So I actually referenced this one in the Octagonal one as well, and I think we also referenced it in the Savannah Claw one.
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
I have no memories of that one, and we recorded it twice.
Yeah. But their Scarabia one is Scarabia and Ignihide have a few, very, very few things in common, but Scarabia is the ideal place for Ignihide students to test out their solar cruisers, which is a reference to Treasure Planet, which is one of my favorite movies, so that makes me very happy.
I haven't watched it yet.
They're basically surfboards, but they're hoverboards and solar powered.
Okay. It's on my watch list, and I feel like I'd really like that movie because, I've heard it has the same vibe as Atlantis, and I like pirates and all that. Yeah. So, everyone's like, Tulsa, you would love this movie. And I'm like, I didn't know this existed as a child, and I haven't gotten around to it, okay?
We need to have a Twist Talks movie night where we watch all of just, the movies that are referenced in the game. Because I've also missed some of them. I've never seen Hunchback of Notre Dame. Despite it being one of my parents' favorite movies. And I don't think I've ever actually seen Nightmare Before Christmas all the way through. So I just need to see a couple of the events movies. But then we should do that, and then we should also watch Treasure Planet. Because again, it's one of my favorites.
I said we can do that.
Yeah. When we make our bracelets, when we do our Inky prep, we should do that.
Oh, right.
If we're not recording at the same time.
I forgot about that. Yes, that would be a good time to make bracelets, just sit and watch movies.
Yeah. Alright, so next
Should we address what we just said or just ignore it?
No, just hints. Find us at Amkey next year.
You can probably figure it out, but...
Yeah. Alright, so this next one is by a person who actually, let me check their bio to see if they have a pronunciation somewhere, because I don't want to be offensive and I don't want to mispronounce their name, but it is Xochiltai.
I don't know how to say that. Mainly because I'm not good at mentally spelling things.
Yeah. So this is, since the dorm is known for it, I think it would be funny if half the Scarabia guys are astrology boys, and upon learning about his circumstances and that he is a Virgo, would not forgive, but be notably less pissed at Jamil after the events of winter break.
Not that he's a Virgo. I'm a Virgo.
My mom's a Virgo.
My mom's a Virgo too. So is Caden's mom, because they have the same birthday.
Oh. I guess I found out that I like getting along really well with Virgos. It's like a lot of people that I've considered. I just threw my phone. But a lot of people that I've considered my best friends over my lifetime have been Virgos.
Aww.
So yeah, I guess I get along very well with Virgos. I myself am a Taurus.
Well, you'd probably get along with my mom. You would not at all get along with Caden's mom.
Oh, fun. Alright, so that's that one. We have 3 more. Unless we have any of ours that we just want to talk about. Okay, so the next one is by Robin Enjoyer. Jamil, this is a mistake. Kaleem, enthusiastically, a mistake we're going to laugh about one day. Jamil, but not today. Kaleem, still enthusiastic. Oh no, today's going to hurt.
That's so canon.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be like mid-kidnapping too or something.
Yeah. I have no clue the context behind this, but I love it. I find it so funny.
No, today.
Today's going to hurt.
But someday we'll laugh about it. It's just how it is.
Yep. Alright. So this next one is by Sam's Apron. And it's only technically a Scarabia headcanon, but I'm counting it. Sam is invited to all of Scarabia's parties because he can dance better than it says us, and I don't know who us is referring to, but Scarabia, I guess. I don't know.
I love that. I'm just picturing Sam just showing up and breakdancing or something. Or just straight up Macarena.
Keep in mind that, like, Kaleem and Jamil both actually breakdance, like, in-game. Yeah. I don't know.
Now I'm just picturing you teaching them the, like, very popular dance from the human realm, and it's just Macarena. Hey, Macarena. It's canon now.
Yeah. I knocked my pop filter off my mic. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
no.
back on. Alright. And then last one. This is also from Sam's Apron. And it is Jamil doing use henna. That's it. That's the post.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is Kaleem's tattoos, are they tattoos or are they henna? Because I know white henna exists, I think.
Don't know. Let me see.
Like, I assume they were white tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you say that, I'm like, actually, I could see that being henna that Jamil has to put on, like, every 2 weeks or something.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I know white tattoos fade really quickly, but at the same time, magic. We're just able to write everything off with magic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The awkward silence as we Google things.
Yeah. I think the wiki just says that they resemble henna. Oh, I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
Okay. Okay, we're good. Yeah, they just say that they resemble. The wiki just says that they resemble henna, but Twist Archives on Tumblr, who I go to a lot because they are a very good resource, so everybody go check them out, say that they're probably henna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're nice either way.
Mm-hmm. They're very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Very beautiful tattoos. So, okay, dang it, now I just need to read the whole post. Okay, so the post that I'm referencing it was an ask from Imran. Is it mentioned why Kalim and Leona have tattoos? Are these tattoos traditional, specifically especially to the King Scholar family? And Twist Archives responds, as far as I know, there's nothing on the meanings. I think the only info we have on them is that they're said to be body paint in the magical archives. Kalim's is probably henna, Leona's could be a King Scholar emblem or maybe a dorm leader mark similar to the Hearthsteel suits, considering it's not permanent and he presumably applies it with magic every day. And then somebody
How do we know
responds,
it's not permanent?
Huh?
How do we know it's not permanent? Is it like not in some of his event outfits or something?
They said it in the Magical Archives, which is like one of the art books.
Oh, okay.
But then somebody responds, somebody else like replies to the post and says, for Kalim it's totally henna because the place he came from is based on Arabic culture. And Leona's tattoo is a reference to the Lion Guard.
I feel like he just Sharpies it on every day. Just has Ruggy do it. They get a stencil and he just Sharpies it over.
I love how you just totally missed what I just said.
I didn't hear it. Did I? Wait.
There's a good chunk of the fandom that are there's a good chunk of the fandom that are convinced that Leona's tattoo is a reference to the TV show The Lion Guard.
Yeah, I knew that. You told me that already.
Did I? Oh. Well,
I didn't realize that needed a reaction.
I mean, I didn't, but like, I don't know.
I've only watched like 2 episodes of it, and I think the episode I watched was when he like used the roar to make it rain or something, and I was just like, no, you don't have magic powers like that. Shut up.
I mean, he does though.
Go sing Hakuna Matata.
The roar is magic, basically. It's dumb, but...
Does he have a sister in the show, or are they just ignoring the sequel?
No, he has a sister.
Okay.
Kiara's there. She shows up in a couple episodes. And then there is, like, I can't remember if it's like the 3rd or 4th season. I don't know. I only watched the first couple seasons.
How many seasons
are there? My sisters
there?
watched the whole thing. A lot.
I thought there was like 2.
No. Maybe. I don't know. At some point, like, the Lion Guard goes on this big journey to, like, another savannah, and they meet another pride of lions. And then supposedly during that point, when the 5 of them aren't there, that is when Lion King 2 is happening. And so that's why he's not in Lion King 2.
Because they didn't think about him. He wasn't created
He wasn't
yet.
a thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I don't have anything else to add. I don't think I have any other Scarabia headcanons. Do you?
I was gonna say we just talked a lot about Savannah Claw for the Scarabia video. I don't know. I feel like there's just, lots of parties, lots of parades. But like Kalimba is a good housewarming. One of the things I'm wondering is because I've seen so many fics saying that like Kalim wasn't good at homework or something, like Jamil helped him with his homework all the time, and then after book 4 he was in a study group with like Azul and Riddle. But in book 4 they state that he's stayed up like super late helping students with their homework.
Yeah, he had to have gotten into Scarabia. He was sorted there, and Scarabia is one of the smart dorms, so like I think he belongs there. I think he's actually pretty smart.
I mean, I'm sure he's smart, and like, I mean, he's essentially a royal. Like, he would have had tutoring from a very young age. But, like, that kind of, like, stuck out to me when I was rereading it, because I was like, oh, like, I've seen that so often that, like, he, like, always needs Jamil's help with his homework, but he's the one helping the students with theirs.
Because there's that whole, like, it's a very common trope where any character who is, like, you know, as sunny as Kalim is, automatically gets headcanoned as the dumb one, even when they're not. Like, take Wei Wuxian from Modozusha. He's, like, yes, all of the depressing stuff happened to him, but he's also, like, one of the most happy and upbeat characters in all of that author's works. And he's also literally a genius. But a lot of times in modern AUs, he is failing grades.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all, he literally invented a whole new magic system. He literally invented half of the tools that they're using.
If you can invent a magic system, you can probably do your homework.
Yeah.
Give or take some subjects, you know?
Yeah.
There's always going to be a subject you suck at.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not really, not for Wei Wuxian, because he's like, oh, no, history. He'd suck at history.
I would suck at history too. If my history is Hamilton and 6. I literally swapped history out for Greek mythology. Like, I found it so boring.
I love history. I literally work at a Renaissance fair.
Well, I like Renaissance fairs and stuff like that, but, like, you give me a history book, I'm gonna be bored out of my mind. And then I remember the one we did take that was for, like, the 21st century when I was in my senior year. I did it as a co-op, and we were reading it, and I'm like, how did you manage to they had us learn, we had a chapter on Nelson Mandela, and I was like, how do you have this entire chapter and not mention once that the Mandela effect is named after him? And then they had a chapter on Ted Bundy, and I'm like, how you left out so many details about him. You just essentially went, he's a serial killer. We don't know how many women he killed. End of chapter. I'm like, no, there's so much more interesting stuff that I know about that you left out of the book. But you give us, like, a bunch of chapters on about some random, like, Japanese bomb that didn't even get, like, launched. I don't like this. Give me the interesting stuff.
I mean, keep in mind, though, what is going to be more important in a real world sense. But, yeah.
I think knowing about serial killers is pretty important. Gotta know what to look out for.
Okay. I don't have any response, so.
I grew up watching murder shows, so.
Okay.
The awkward silence.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, going back to the doing the, like, Halim keeps asking Jamil help for his homework. I'm just Did you ever watch the Mean Girls movie?
No.
So essentially, the main girl, Katie, is really good at math, but she has a crush on this guy, so she acts like she's really, really bad at math, so he'll help her with her homework. I feel like it's just that. He's just acting like he doesn't know how to do his homework, so Jamil will spend time with him.
I love they're not even like one of my favorite, but they are a very compelling ship.
They're a very good ship once they work out all their book 4 issues. But I mean, that just might be because Heart Comfort is my favorite trope, so.
Yeah.
I think we are out of headcanons.
Yes, but I have one more thing I want to read you all.
Okay.
This is a comment on Kalim's wiki page, his fandom wiki page that I just found. Okay. This comment is by Tsunotauros with a Z at the end. This is in all caps. My absolute spoily little Ungle Bop, he's such a cutie patootie, I want to crush him in my hand. Start sobbing.
I only heard like 2/3 of that, but I got the gist.
And then they replied about 2 weeks later and says, just to clarify, I don't ever remember typing this. I'm sane.
That's so funny, returning to it 2 weeks later to be like, I have no memory of this.
And then somebody else responded, this is Neptoprism, responded like a month later, don't worry, I would type the same thing.
Yep.
God, I love this fandom. We're insane.
There's no sane people in this fandom. Sane is a myth.
Yeah.
If you are playing a game about Disney villains being reimagined as high school boys, there is no sane. It's all just insane people who love Disney. The awkward silence. Also, I will apologize if my recording is really bad, because when I start talking, the sound waves will be like normal, and then they'll be really quiet when I stop talking, and then they just get really loud again because I think they're trying to pick up on sound. And I am in a room with lots of computers, and my parents were walking around upstairs a lot at the beginning of this recording that I think it was picking up on. But I record on an iPad. I bought a mic and it didn't work, so you get what you get. Okay, should we wrap up? It is like 30 minutes now.
Sure.
Thank you for listening to all our nonsense and Scarabia headcanons.
What are your Scarabia headcanons? Put them in the comments, because we didn't really go as in depth as we did with the Octagonal headcanons.
Because we didn't have any. Besides the 12 that Wonder found.
Yeah. Alright.
Headcanons are not our strong suit.
Not really.
No.
Alright. Bye?
Okay, bye!
Bye!
Thanks for listening to our podcast. We enjoy talking with everyone and have expanded to more socials, linked in our link tree. Have a good day and see you in our next episode.